Alright, so in this video, I'm going to give you a brief update of where we are at as a channel and where we are going. Let's check it out. Alright, what's going on YouTube? BK Low is back in the building. And alright, it is mid-December. We're about to turn over and start a new year, 2021. Which is a very weird time in human history that we're living in right now. But here we are, and I just figured I'd give you guys a quick update, just so you know of what's kind of happening with the channel, what you could expect in the new year, and any other interesting things going on that you should know about. So, update number 1, and you probably saw this in my last video, because I would imagine that I dropped it before this. But we do have new t-shirts coming out at the end of January. This is the design. Outride your demons. One of my sayings and mottos that's carried me through the challenges of 2020, and that I think every one of us can relate to. So, if you like the 2021 design, if you're stoked about it, if that's a t-shirt you can see yourself wearing and being excited about, either shoot me an email or DM me on Instagram. We'll get your pre-order set up. You all let me know. I'm super excited. Design is by Conrad SR out of Ohio, based off of a picture taken from Vongasphalt. So a lot of collaborative effort into this one. Okay, so update number 2. A lot of you continuously ask me, hey, that 2019 Sturgis trip that you did, why have we never seen any content from that trip on YouTube? I know. The short answer of why I never documented the 2019 Sturgis trip and put it on YouTube is simply because I just kind of got backed up with current footage that I was editing, and every time I would go to sit down and cut it, I would just do like a new ride or have something new like the FXRT fairing or some new, more relevant content to talk about. So that just kept on getting pushed back. Every time I open my computer, the folder that contains, you know, like 14 days worth of footage taunts me and glares at me until finally I said, you know what, I'm gonna start cutting this. I think most people that follow my channel subscribe to me because I'm that person that's going to push a Dyna that's not designed to do those long distance trips, to still crush miles and still ride cross country. And I think that's how I gained a lot of my original following, and that's kind of, you know, I want to stay true to that content. You know, I do very brief and informal product reviews, and obviously I do a lot of rides like I'm doing now, where I throw that up as content, but I think a lot of you follow me to see the bike trips, so I don't want to neglect you on that one. So that'll be coming probably in the upcoming weeks. I'll start jumping into that Sturgis 2019 footage, and that'll take you through that. Update number 3 is as we jump into 2021, you know, I'm trying to, you know, the channel in 2020 got a lot more traction than years past. It's grown a lot, specifically in that year. And my attitude as a motovlogger has had to kind of grow along with that. Where my first couple of years of motovlogging, I would always just say, I'm going to make whatever content I want to make. And I don't care about the views, I don't care about the subs, I don't care about the reactions, any of that. I'm going to stay true to the rides that I want to do, and I'm going to put out the content that I want to do. Well, I'm kind of at a point right now where there's enough subscribers where I kind of have to meet my audience halfway, and I kind of need to do content that's authentic to me and what I like to do, which for you guys know, like anything I'm putting onto YouTube, 95% of the time I'm actually on my bike riding. Everything else besides that is not very interesting to me. So I like my content to be actually on the bike, riding, and whatever comes from that. So we're going to keep that coming for sure, but like I said, I feel like I kind of need to meet my subscriber base halfway and also start to try to tailor some content to what people want to see. And the views and the numbers kind of give me an idea of what that is. So I'm going to try to do my best to bring out more content that's interesting to you guys and is videos and things that you want to see. Because a lot of you guys are explicit with me and will tell me like, yo, BK Low, I want to see a video on this, I want to see a video on this, and that's really helpful to me, that I know to do videos on specific content. But many of my subscribers, you know, I'm going to get a video that gets 1,000 views, and I'm going to get maybe 30 comments on that video. So I don't know what the other 970 viewers are thinking. So I kind of need to pay attention to my numbers a little bit and try to continue to make content that is, you know, interesting to you guys. So I'm going to try to keep that going. And then number 4 is I want, as this channel continues to grow, I want to try to find opportunities to be a little bit more compassionate, especially to my community of Brooklyn. So starting this month, what I'm going to do going forward is 10% of all proceeds that I get from Patreon are going directly to organizations here in Brooklyn to support youth homelessness. And that's what I've decided to pledge myself to do this year. And, you know, try to use the following that I have and use the support that I have to do some good besides just making some content that, you know, might introduce somebody to the idea of PMA, or could potentially help somebody on their bike build. You know, at the end of the day, I try to make this content be a service to my outbasing community, but I want to push myself to do more than that in 2021, and specifically do things to try to support the community that I ride out of, which is Brooklyn, which is in my name. So I feel that I owe them at least something, and hopefully we can continue to do more and think of ways to branch out besides that. So if you do support my Patreon right now, know that besides you supporting me putting out the best content that I can, you're also going to be supporting some of the youth in need here in Brooklyn. So if you're not on the Patreon and that's something that you find interesting or compelling, by all means, we would love to have you. Alright, update number 5, and this has probably come out by now, but I did my first podcast. Yeah, I never thought I'd be interesting enough that somebody would want to talk to me on a podcast, but the day came. Dave Woods on the V-Twin Life podcast. We did like an hour and a half where we talked about everything, from motorcycles to things that I've been influenced by, to long bike trips, to all sorts of stuff. And I mean, if you guys like my content and you want to hear some more like personal anecdotals, or you want to hear me get a little bit deeper into things that I usually do in like a 10-minute video, then by all means check out the podcast. I'll put it in the link that's in the description. And then he's also done a lot of really awesome podcasts before mine. He did one with Connor FXDB. You know, that's definitely one of my partners in crime out here, as well as Vongasphalt, aka my twin, the Man in Black. But yeah, those are the updates. You know, I'm really like we're living through hard times right now, and doing my best for you guys and doing my best for my community has been really pushing me to get through these hard times. And I hope some of the content that I bring, whether it's a video that you liked or just a little bit of PMA to get through your day, is kind of helping you get through these hard times too. But I'm excited about 2021. I think it's going to be a massive turning point for a lot of us. And it's time to outride our demons and tap out our demons and defeat our demons, not run away from them. And that's all I gotta say for this one. As always, stay safe out there. PMA every day. Listen to the bad brands. And on that, BK Low is out.